Hello there, Michaelers. Pearl Jr. here. Well, today is the 15th anniversary of the Michael Jackson retirement, or when he launched his death hoax. Now, I thought, what am I going to say this time, this day? What am I going to say, right? I'm always wondering because there's so much that has happened. I probably got 800 videos on Michael Jackson now with over 8 million views on them. I think what I'm going to do is like a review. But before I do that, don't forget to go to get your Stays All Day Shay. Let's do work and play A. Because everybody has skin, right? We want to take care of it. But before I do that, I want you guys to see something here. Okay, this is my new website, right? And guess what I brought back? Michael Joe. Okay, and I also have Janet Joe. Okay, and those are based on the actual Michael Jackson fragrance. Okay, so if you want to smell the way the King of Pop smelled, and you want to have soft, luscious, wonderful skin, and keep it as youthful as long as possible. I'm 61. My hands don't look so bad. My wrists. The neck is not too bad. The chest is not too bad, right? We want to have great, wonderful, luscious skin as long as possible, okay? Anyway, so let's move on. All right. So on June 24th, Michael did a lot of stuff on June 24th. Even the month prior, remember, I'm wearing my Living Dead earrings and necklace because that's what Michael wore. Michael did a lot of the Ankh symbols. Oh my goodness, I have so much to look up, guys. Okay, Ankh symbol. Letting us know he's going to one day be the living dead, right? So here is Michael. Which one should I show first? And then Prince's hat. I'm just going to... It means living dead or life after death or life after life, right? Prince has it on the back of his... he has it here. Here's Prince. Let me show y'all. Okay, there's Prince, and Omar has it too. Omar has it too. Paris did a Prince Ankh symbol too. Let's see. This is, I think, Omar's leg. Here's Omar's leg. Yep, this is from his website. This is Omar's leg with the Ankh symbol. See it right there? See it? Yep. Okay. Then we have, whoops. Let's see, stickers should apply. Okay, then we have, hold on, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, then it says apply. What did I do wrong? I did something. Okay, then we have, what other Ankh symbols that we have? Then we have Michael wearing the Ankh symbol. Here's Paris in the Ankh symbol. Okay, here she is. She had it on her official Twitter account. See? It's on, there it is. It's on the arm. I don't know if it's a good enough picture, but it's there. Okay. Then we have Michael. Michael wore the Ankh symbol on a black jacket, a red jacket, and he wore it to the family dinner on his leg. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Here are, let's see. Ankh symbol. Okay, then it's on his leg, but where are my other photos of the Ankh symbol? You know what I have to do? I have to go here. I got a little bit of time, but you guys know I'm always rushing, right? So let's go to my hard drive and let's look it up there. Okay, so here we are. Come on now. Come on, Ankh symbol. Ankh. I always want to say Ankh, but it's Ankh. That's how it's pronounced. Okay, now here we go. Now I found, I'm the mother load. Okay, so here we go. So there's Paris with the Ankh symbol, and that is the close-up of that. Here is Michael. This one he used, that's him, the red and the black jacket. He used the red jacket as, remember the MJ Jackson 1958 on his official account. That was the picture that he chose, and there's the Ankh symbol of the jacket. And then he even wore it to the family dinner, which was a couple of days before Janet's actual birthday. I think it was the 14th of May, where they said it was the families. The anniversary party for the mother and father, but they got married in November. It was really Michael saying goodbye to his family because he was retiring and he was going away for a long time. It was her, Rushka Bernstein. Rushka, I remember she was the one who got Michael, wore the Ankh symbol, and Michael asked her if he could have the red jacket and wear it, and she gave it to him. And then I guess she made him a black one. And here she is with Latoya wearing the Ankh symbol. Rushka Bergman, I think her name was. And there's Michael wearing it there. See, so Michael was telling us he was going to be the living dead. Okay. Let's see what else I have. Okay, so you guys can see there's just a lot of representations, okay, of Michael and the living dead, telling us he's going to be the living dead, okay? That's not just on coincidence, okay? Another thing that, and that's why I'm wearing my Ankh jacket today. Let's see what else. Oh, here it is hanging up. You already saw enough. You already saw enough. Okay, there's enough. I proved the point. And let's see. What else do I have? I have, in my Pseudocide e-movie book, okay, today, since Michael was born August 29th, 1958, and his death day was June 25th, 2009, the exact middle day, which mathematically goes with his numerology, it adds up to 7 and all that other stuff. I have it here. That's why he chose to fake his death on June 25th, 2009. Okay, because the middle day is the Pepsi burn. And that really changed the trajectory of his life. See, here it is here. And this is in my Pseudocide e-movie book, which was published May of 2010. So here it is. There it is. 9282, which adds up to 11 and 10, 21. And then 9282 adds up to 21. So it just mathematically all worked for him. And the middle day is January 27th, 1984, which is the Pepsi burn, which I believe he considered the turning point in his life. He was climbing up, and he reached his pinnacle. The highest he ever reached was during Thriller. He never got higher than that, okay? Then it was a slow trajectory down because that started his drug use, okay, for the pain, the burning, and then Debbie Rowe and Dr. Klein and Dr. Hoffman, who addicted him on purpose to prescription drugs. Debbie even admitted it in the TMZ documentary, and I had been saying it for years because I heard her admit it when she testified in the Katherine Jackson versus AEG live trial. I heard it. I was in the courtroom. I heard it come out of her mouth. And me and her had a fight after that. And it was a 3-day Twitter battle, and it was ugly, okay? Because I could not believe that somebody would purposely addict another human being to very, very, very powerful drugs. Especially, it still hurts me because the last thing that Michael wanted to be was a drug addict. Michael wanted to be a role model. He wanted to be a role model for other people, for the goodness in the world, for giving, for charity. He wanted to be a goody two-shoe. Sometimes I think about Michael in the footage of We Are the World. We saw the documentary, right? We Are the World. And how when Michael's turn was on, he shined. He came to it, he shined. But during the rest of it, Michael wanted to kind of like blend into the wallpaper. He kind of didn't want to be an attention hog. He said, is everybody everybody else's time to shine. I've already shined, and when you call me back up, I'll shine again. But meanwhile, I'm just going to kick back, and you could just see him kind of become shy because he tried his best not to offend. He tried his best to be a good example. He did not want to be a drug addict. So when Debbie testified that she watched Dr. Klein and Dr. Hoffman purposely addict Michael Jackson to drugs, I'm sorry. And then she was the one that got the drugs and even injected him when she's not even a nurse. She was an assistant to a nurse. Only had 6 to 9 months of EMT training. That was it. And here she is giving medical advice and trying to handle Michael Jackson medically. And then she gets off the stand and walks up to Catherine and Trent and says, if anybody gives you any trouble, you call me. I would just blew it, because who the hell are you? You gonna go handle who? The family? You think you the great white hope that's gonna come and be the massa, and you're only needed when it's a hard thing to do, and you addicted Michael Jackson to drugs? I was highly offended. So I contacted her after that, and it started a battle. And it was an ugly battle. Then several years later, because a lot of fans accused me of all kind of things because I didn't like Debbie Rowe, then it came out of Debbie's mouth that that's what she did. Right? It came out of her mouth on camera on a TMZ documentary. Okay. So then those same people that were mad at me, they had to eat crow because now what I had been saying, Debbie admitted. Okay. I wouldn't just dislike somebody just for a superfluous, well, not superfluous. That's not the right word. I wouldn't dislike somebody for just a stupid reason. I'm going to dislike you because, or be angry at you or not agree with you for a real thing. And that's why my 15-year investigation is filled with facts, proof, evidence, and clues that Michael Jackson faked his death. All right, so let's move on from there. Emanuel Lewis did an interview. And we love Emanuel Lewis, right? We love Emanuel Lewis. Go to Stays All Day Shay. The link, because the screen just came back up because I'm closing screens out. Go to staysalldayshay.com if you want to order not only Michael Joe or Janet Joe, but 50 other fragrances, and it's fabulous. Okay. Let me go here. And let me go to Emanuel Lewis. Here it is. Emanuel Lewis had a show called Webster. And I think he was it Gary Coleman who had some kind of liver disease that made him not grow? But Emanuel Lewis had something that stunted his growth, so he's really tiny, right? But him and Michael were buddies. They were real, true buddies. And one of the things, because I look at Paris Prince and BG's kind of personality, especially Paris and Prince, they are so outgoing and so verbal. And, they don't mind cussing and all this stuff. I think Michael preferred when he was off the stage for other people to entertain him. Because you guys know with Peter Michael Bobby, who I believe is Michael Jackson, a lot of times he just listened. He would talk, but he'd rather you entertain him. He'd rather just sit back and listen and try to grab whatever he could from you because he's trying to get to know people. And he's trying to get to know people outside of the whole pandemonium of being Michael Jackson. So him and Emanuel Lewis is very gregarious and very wonderful, very wonderful. And Michael was a good role model to Emanuel Lewis. But this is what Emanuel Lewis said, and I think is very important to play this. Okay. And he was on, this is the guy's channel. Okay. And he was on that channel on YouTube. Okay, let's go.
1,000% on that. I want to know, how was your friendship with Michael when he started getting all of the allegations against him, and how was he dealing with that at that time? And as a friend, how were you able to kind of help him through it?
He was very upset, something that that is like near and dear, performing for the kids. I was able to be there when a lot of these nonprofit organizations, Make-A-Wish and all these different companies basically, we need you to see these kids. He's going to the hospitals. I don't know how many hospitals we done visited.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many times we done had these kids that are not even going to make it another week and stuff like that. I've had that situation too, but
Yeah.
he's had it like quadruple times over, okay? Because he's, you know, the king. So to see something that he loves so dearly, and you try and turn that against you. It's kind of like you having kids.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now they're turned against you. And you're being accused of something that you have no earthly, there's nothing in your being that will allow you to even think the way that they're even talking. You know what I mean? So to have something come against you that you love kids because he didn't have a childhood. My childhood was a little bit different too. That's what we had so much stuff alike.
Yeah.
I started off early and he started off, you know, even more earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it was just kind of weird. And I'm like, dude, anything I can help, you know, just let me know when you can come to court. And it's like, you know, I'll ask. And then it was like they wouldn't let any more people come to court on his behalf.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't allow that to happen. But I'm like, yo, I'm here, bro. You know, whatever we can do, you know. And it's just sad because most people, like, was unsure. They were kind of leaning in one way. Now all the news that came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the time has gone by that all the information has come out, all the lies that was told, all the money bag grabs was, you know, is out there now. All of that is out there now. And there's still people still believing nonsense, and the truth is finally out. So imagine being accused of something. This is something, you know, our generation and our people understand. Being accused of something. And how do you even prove you're innocent? Of something you're completely not guilty of.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you do that? So it's pretty...
Okay. So... we thank Emanuel Lewis for that. They have a much bigger audience than I do, but I think that that's just so fantastic that he was able to say that. He said it's something that Michael was so thoroughly against. Michael said he slit his wrist before he hurt a child. Okay. So anyway, want to get that through. Michael's first message. Remember, guys, I told you guys that, oh man, where did I put it? Oh, no. Michael's first message. I have it. Michael's first message to us, after he faked his death. And I was going to play that last time, and I didn't get a chance to because I couldn't find it. Well, I found it. Okay. I found it. Where is it? Michael's first message to us. I have it saved. Oh my God, where is it? Oh no. Oh my God, where did I put it? I know what it's called. Michael Jackson's first message. Hold on. Michael Jackson. Oh, here it is. First message, Pearl Jr. It's going to come up. Okay, here. Oh, no, don't tell me they hit it again. I have it, y'all. I do have it. First message after the death announcement. Oh, you know what? I put the link. If it doesn't come up here, I'm going to put it up. Okay, after death announcement. Okay, because it's really short. Okay, Michael's first message after death announcement. Gosh, always something. Let me go to my ex account. Keep calling it Twitter. Want to call it Twitter. My daughter said, I'm always going to call it Twitter. But it's X. Okay, X. I have the link here because I posted it, guys. And let's go to my profile. And this was Michael's first message to us. Of course, released 7 days after the death announcement. Of course, 7 days after the death announcement. Remember to watch The Wiz. Go to AARP. On my Twitter account is a link. I think 5 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. So there's a link to it if you want to watch The Wiz online. Okay, today. Let's see. What the heck? I know I put it. I know I did it. I know I saved it. Oh, you know where I put it? Keep going. Oh, I know. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know where I put it. I know where I put it. Okay. I know where I put it. Hold on. YouTube. Put it in the link. I put it in the link to my last video. Okay. So thank you for bearing with me. Okay. So that's that. This is this. And it is in here. And
hey, do not
it is
sell
old. Okay, here we go. First message, Michael. Okay, here it is. Ah, found it. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the intro because I used to have these fancy intros. Okay, here's Michael's first message to us. Okay. It was Dr. King's birthday that I first posted this, and this is part of a Live 3 promotion. Michael's first message.
January 15th is also Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Just 7 days after the death announcement.
What will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
Okay, so that was, there is no way that Kenny Ortega, okay, Paul Gongaware, white guys are going to use for the first promotion of This Is It to have a Martin Luther King speech, and it's going to say the biggest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Michael was getting his freedom. Okay, Michael was getting his freedom. And that's why this was the first message to us 7 days after the death announcement. He was telling us that he was faking his death so he can get free of all the BS. Okay, and he was retiring. He was retiring. So there it is. So also on June 24th, Michael's last performances, I've had at the beginning of my X account, I've had this image there for, I don't know, over a year, couple years. And it's my first image because on June 24th, when Michael was going to rehearsal on the 24th, why did he choose to wear a Grim Reaper cape? From Remember the Time where he disappears and he wears the Grim Reaper cape to rehearsal. This is him right here wearing the Grim Reaper cape to rehearsals. Okay, on the 24th. And that footage was released during the Catherine Jackson versus AEG live trial. Okay, and it was an exhibit. Okay, so this is Michael always sending us believers wink, 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 nod, nods. Okay, so Grim Reaper cape, disappearing cape from the Remembering the Time. He's saying, I'm disappearing. Death is near. Okay, Grim Reaper means death is near. Okay, so he was setting us all up on the 24th that he was going to fake his death. Now, what songs did he perform on the 24th? Okay, he did, here's the footage. I can't do it all, and I better turn the volume down because the first one's a promo, so I won't get flagged for that. It was a freebie, but plus fair use, of course. But here is the footage of, I think, am I going to play it? There's Michael right there wearing the Grim Reaper cape to rehearsal. That's him right there. Okay. I don't make this stuff up. Okay. I just follow it. So the songs, okay, am I going to play a video? Come on. I'm just talking. There it is. See him walking in rehearsals. It's a video. Okay. That's him wearing the Grim Reaper cape on the 24th. He's so funny. Okay, then what else did he do on the 24th? Here we go. Okay, he's coming out of the spider, and the songs that he plays, this one in my web. I caught you in my web. Okay. He does This Is Scary. He does Thriller. That's Thriller with the living dead and the zombies. And he says, and he does Is This Scary? And let's see what, oh, he does Earth Song too. Let's keep going past that. He does Earth Song, and Earth Song is a video of the dead coming back to the living. You got to remember, and what if I live again? What if I die again? That's what he chose to perform. And then there it is, Earth Song. And then he did, what is this one? He's telling everybody goodbye here, and it's all for LOVE, but he's really sad and he's trying to keep it together because Michael loved his career, absolutely loved every minute of his career. And I'm not talking about the bad stuff. I'm talking about him being an artist on stage, performing, rehearsing, putting together shows, putting together short films for us, singing. Touring became a little hard because he couldn't sleep. But other than that, if he wasn't touring, he seemed to sleep okay. And let's see what else is here. So, and then I'm talking about other stuff. But if you want to see some more stuff. So Michael was telling us on the 24th what he was going to do, that he was going to fake his death. That the living dead, he was giving out all kinds of living dead symbolisms and everything, that he was going to fake his death. Okay, so then the sadness, oh my gosh. There is a photo of Michael, and it's here, and he looks so sad. Oh, there it is. Okay, guys, you ready? Let me go back. I got to show you. He looks so sad. Okay, because he knows that this is it. This is it. So here we go. It's just going to take a few seconds. And he goes away in the plane. He goes off in the airplane, the MJ Air. Okay, he goes off in the plane, letting us know that he's leaving. Okay, so did you see his sad face right there? Did you see it? His face was so sad. There it is. Look how sad he looks. He looks so, so sad because he knows what he's got to do tomorrow. Only way to get his freedom. Okay, and then he goes off in MJ Air. Okay, so, it's really awfully sad, but can you believe it was 15 years ago? And a lot of people don't realize that I was the first person in the world to tweet that something was wrong at Carrollwood. Linda, the maps lady, Linda, who is still my friend to this day, who sends me all kinds of stuff and we still talk. I met her at the 2005 trial, in the coincidence of her selling maps outside of the house that Michael rented. My goodness, and she's one of the few people I stayed in touch with. And he moved into that freaking house. So I had a reason to go hang out in front of Carrollwood, and me and her were friends. And I had caught Michael coming out of Carrollwood several times, and on video. And a lot of fans, I would talk to the fans, and the day before I was there checking on Michael on the 24th. And that's when I learned that there was a doctor spending the night. And I actually saw Conrad Murray come out of the Carrollwood gates. I saw that car with Conrad Murray in it. And I said, who is that? And Linda and her partner Shay, funny, Shea Butter Shay, her name's Shay, said, I don't know who that is. And I was thinking, if Conrad Murray was really coming out of the house every day for, 6 weeks, why are you saying you don't know? And that was the first time I had ever seen the car, which was the day before. But apparently everything says that he was there. Maybe he had another car. I don't know. I did the tweet, the ambulance. Let me look up the word ambulance, and that should come up. My tweet should come up. Ambulance. My tweet should come up that I tweeted that an ambulance is at Michael Jackson's Carrollwood house. Here it is. Okay. Here it is. Here's my tweet. And it was on June 25th, 2009 at 12:43. Can you see it? It's at 12:43. There you go. 12:43 p.m. An insider just told me that an ambulance just went into the compound of Michael Jackson's homes. No details why or for what reasons or who. I didn't want to scare the fans at that time. Because Linda called me and said an ambulance just went in Michael's house, and I'm thinking a gardener cut himself or something else. I'm not thinking it's freaking Michael Jackson that's in distress. I mean, I believe that Michael Jackson was dead from June 25th all the way up to Valentine's Day. And you guys know why Valentine's Day is important, is because Michael had registered Michael Jackson, Comeback Michael Jackson on June 25th, 2009, and Michael Jackson Comeback on Valentine's Day. And let me pull it up. I'll just pull up because I get the two mixed up. Valentine's Day, Valentine. Okay, so it should come up. Here it is, Valentine's. Okay, let's see, Valentine's Day domain. Okay, here we go. All right, this is what really, after everything I knew, 2 notebooks full, everything. It says on February 14, 2007, Michael Jackson, somebody registered the michaeljacksoncomeback.com, right? And then on June 25th, 2009, somebody registers comebackmichaeljackson.com. So it has to be related. You see, it has to be related in some kind of way. Right? It's all for love, right? So, so Michael was telling us, don't fight, it's all for love and love of himself. Eventually, he gave his life from age 5 all the way up to age 50, 45 years he gave to us in the public as a superstar, building his career, singing, entertaining, dancing for us, and bringing us the great shows, the tap dancing on the Jackson's Las Vegas show. I mean, just so much, right? So I had bought, did I buy Michael Jackson Comeback? I think I bought Michael Jackson Comeback. I bought Michael Jackson Death Hoax, because that was also registered on June 25th, 2009. Michael Jackson, IamMichaelJackson.com, right? Michael Jackson Death Hoax, Michael Jackson Hoax Death, MJ is Alive, Michael Jackson, what else? ComebackMichaelJackson.com. What are the other one? Michael Jackson Fake Death. I think there were 7 of them. And another one, but they were all registered on June 25th, 2009. Okay. Which is, more. I don't make this stuff up, guys. Okay. It's a matter of not just me, but a whole bunch of fans who have investigated Michael. And I had kept notes, but I didn't come out publicly that I believe Michael faked his death. I was responsible until Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day 2010. And I had read the book, Elvis is Alive. And I threw the book across the room because Michael had copied Elvis's death hoax, and I was in. And that's when I started writing the book Suicide, Did Michael Jackson Fake His Death to Save His Life? Okay. Then another thing is, I got a little bit of time. And then another thing is my Prisoner of Fame, right? My Prisoner of Fame short film, because a lot of people couldn't believe how Michael Jackson faked his death. Oh, there's an autopsy. Yeah, but that body wasn't Michael's. Okay, that body was not Michael Jackson's body, and I'm going to get really deep into that in a live 5. Okay, but we know that it wasn't Michael Jackson's body because the Demerol. Michael was given 52 shots of Demerol, right, for 3 months, and the last shot was 2 days before the death announcement. And Demerol, Michael himself, the real Michael Jackson, but Demerol didn't come up in any of the toxicology. Okay, what? Right? When you give him 50-something shots for 3 months straight, right, of Demerol, and 2 days before the death announcement, it stays in your hair. Right? It stays in your hair. So we know that that body wasn't Michael Jackson's because we have the Photoshop, we got the description, we have Dr. Murray saying the body looked differently, wasn't the same body that he saw. We have the LAPD detective that worked on the case that said watch one of the autopsies. He said the body looked nothing like him. We have the EMT saying it looked like an old cancer hospice patient. We have Germaine saying that the body was half the weight, which brings us to Austin Guy and Carlton, Austin Guy, and Oscar Quintana, aka Michael Jackson, that body at the coroner's office. We also have, what else? We have propofol. Propofol is used in cryonic freezing. We have Paris just the other day, going into a cryonic freezer and making sure we saw the name on the door. And it was a cryonics body double. And and it wasn't Michael Jackson. So my Prisoner of Fame movie, let me show you guys. Here's the short film, A Prisoner of Fame, and I want to stop at when they bring the body in. Okay, when they bring the body, here it is. Okay, this is when Jack discovers. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys this part, okay? You ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go here. Let me go back a little bit. Where's my name? Okay, let's go back here. Okay. Okay, here's just a little bit of A Prisoner of Fame. I want you guys to watch it and share it so it can get more views. This has over 18,000 views so far. 777, you like how I did that? Okay, and created by Pearl Jr. Did you see it? Created by Pearl Jr. And I'm one of the producers on it too, so I wrote this. Craig Ross, great director. This cost us about $40,000 to make, guys. So that's the cryonic body double. There's me, because I paid for everything. And fans gave me a little bit of money, and I'm grateful. Okay, so that's Michael walking in, and he's seeing the body double for the first time. Okay. And he's looking for the scar. His scar. And that's another thing. That's another thing. Wait a minute. I'll tell you. Don't let me forget the scar. Looking at the vitiligo. See? Body double. I'm letting you guys know. Body double. And that's Dr. Conrad Murray, which I call him Earl Carter, I think. Dr. Earl Carter. It's perfect.
The body of Austin Carlton, modified to your specifications.
Modified to your specifications. Okay, and you guys can watch the rest of it, but this is what, based on the facts, proof, evidence, and clues that I had that are mainly in Alive 2, that this is what happened behind the scenes the night before, because we have to remember that the surveillance footage was erased after Michael arrived in Carrollwood. After we got footage of him coming in at that night, okay, leaving rehearsal. Plus, the last thing he said to Kenny Ortega that night was, "Thank you for getting me this far, but I'll take it from here." Okay, Kenny Ortega with AEG Live. Okay, after Michael comes in Carrollwood Gates, the rest of the footage was erased. And then on the other block, which is on the side of the house, there was another garage. That camera, this is Beverly Hills. You keep your cameras working in Beverly Hills, right? It was inoperable. Okay, so nobody knows what happened. So I had to put together what I believe happened, because why didn't they want any footage later? Because that's when the freaking body came in. Because that's when the body came. That's why. Okay, that's why. Because the body got delivered the night before. Because why else? You know what I mean? Is all the cameras broken and no footage and none of that. And then Michael left, right? Michael left. He didn't want anyone to see that he left out of that day. So the end shows that and stuff. So we have a lot, and then there's so much more. Okay. What did I say? I said, the scar. Okay. You know, Michael's scar from the Pepsi burn, back to that, the Pepsi burn. What happened, he had burn spots, 3rd-degree burn spots on his head, one big round one here, right? And so they healed it, but it left an ugly scar. Michael's hair wouldn't grow over it because the tissue was melted. So the follicles, the hair, the holes that the hair comes out of was burned. So then he went to some fancy doctor who said, okay, what we'll do is we'll cut out the burn part and we will stretch your skin. We will stretch your skin and we'll cut that out, and then we'll have the 2 pieces of the skin meet, which left a line. Well, in the autopsy report, they have it as a circle, but we know it's a line because that's what they did. They sewed the two, and that way there's only a little strip that your hair wouldn't grow out of. And Michael's skin keloid, and keloid means it gives extra tissue. When you get a cut, you get extra tissue on it. So, and that's one of the reasons why Michael had another plastic surgery on his nose, was because the first plastic surgery on his nose, it left him with a lot of tissue in the nose, and he had to have that removed. Okay, so Michael went through a lot when it came down to that Pepsi burn. That Pepsi burn was something that changed his life. And that's why he chose June 25th, 2009 to be the death day, because the exact middle day that his life had changed was on January 27th, 1984, and it was that Pepsi burn. Okay, and 9,282 days. 9,282 days before the Pepsi burn, and 9,282 days after the Pepsi burn. So, and those numbers add up to 21, and that's 777. 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 21. I mean, it's just so amazing how he figured all this stuff out, and how he believed in numerology so much, and he believed in the 7 so much. 1, 7, and 11 were his favorite days, favorite numbers, okay? And I happen to be 1,711 days younger than Michael Jackson. So, oh my God, it's just so much. So I want everybody to go to my website, michaeljacksoninsider.com, and watch the Alive docuseries. Watch it on your computer. It is so good. It's just, even if you haven't seen it in a long time, it is so good. So I hope that I give you guys a good anniversary, because so many people are, Taj Jackson also revamped his website called Rewriting History. So I wanted to mention that too. Let me see. Rewriting History is Taj is I think it's .com. Rewritinghistory.com. Let's see if that's his website. No, what is his website? I did the link somewhere. So let me go to my X account. Because I do have it. I gave a link to it. Rewriting History. Yeah, Taj's website, and I'm going to show it. So he launched it today. So you're going to be bombarded with Michael's dead, or gone too soon, or we miss you, or it's been so long. You're going to get that, but don't ever forget the facts, proof, evidence, and clues. And what I just told you will never ever change. Those facts will remain facts till the end of time. Okay, so here it's rewriting. Oh no, just writing, not rewriting. It's writing. RIGHTING history.com. History. Okay, so this is Taj's domain. There it is, Writing History, and this is his new website. Okay, now Taj, we done gave you $262,000 for a documentary 5 years ago now. Okay, so, but we're happy to have this too, but we really want that documentary. Okay, so it's a nice message, and there you go. There you go. And don't forget, Taj left us death house clues too. Okay, as far as his watch along, remember his movie watch alongs, which was, one was Escaping Death, and the other one was somebody died, but they were trying to bring him back to life. Okay, remember those two? Well, there was one that I put in the end of Alive 4, Taj's watch along. I forget what it is, but it's in there. It's in Alive 4. And then he did another one just to make sure. If you didn't get the first wink, wink, here's another one. Okay, so we always got to know that we know what we know, and we know the facts that we know, and doesn't matter who comes out and says Michael is dead. Those are just words. Okay, because right now I will challenge anyone in the world to prove to me that Michael Joe Jackson is dead. Okay, because that is his real name. And you can't use AKAs or fake names or alias names on the death record according to the Department of Public Health. Okay, and also according to the Center for Disease Control as well. Okay, which is a national database. The Department of Public Health is a county. Los Angeles Department of Public Health. They do the death records. Okay, so with all that, I still have a little bit of time. So I will see if there's any questions here. So thank you guys for coming along. Thank you. They don't like the truth which you speak. You know, sometimes I think, oh, there's a song that somebody sent to me. Let me see if I can find that song. You know, sometimes I think that if I would have went along with Michael and his death hoax, I would be closer with a lot of the in crowd of the Michael community. Even though I have a lot of pictures with a lot of the Jacksons and all that stuff, I still feel like if I would have just went along with the hoax, would I be more of an insider? You know, but if I did, guess what? I wouldn't have spent 1,300 hours talking to Michael. And LaToya wouldn't have been at the Polo Lounge like Peter Michael Bobby said. And Omar and Dante Jackson wouldn't have come, and Michael wouldn't have come to my farmer's market. And I wouldn't have gotten pictures with them. And Michael came to see me several times. Okay, so this is Pasquale, I think. Pascal. I think he sent me a couple of songs, and one is Michael Jackson and the song Free. Okay, somebody sent that to me. No, it wasn't Pascal. It was, let's see, somebody sent me that song, and it's a song. Oh, you know what? It might be in my history. And let me go here. And it's a song Michael sung, and it's called Free. Free this, free that. Okay, and I think, was the word free on Michael's note? I'm going to have to look back. But let me go to my history, view my channel, and let me go to my history, and let me find that. It was under this one guy. He's not Michael, though. He's a Michael impersonator. And here it is, Shadows and Ashes. I do not believe that he's Michael Jackson, though, only because his calves bow out to where Michael is knock-kneed, okay? And so there's certain things that you have to be in tune with to know that somebody's not Michael. And it's a young body, but here is the song. Just like a sparrow, the fear of letting my hair blow. Take my time wherever I go. I want to be free, free like the wind blows. To fly away just like a sparrow. The fear of letting my hair blow. Take my time wherever I go. I'll be mine. Okay. So he sings that he wants to be free like the wind blows, free like a sparrow. He wants to be free. Okay, so let me look up. I got enough time to do a search on my note, on Michael's notes. Okay, and because I know on most of his notes he did. He wrote. Here it is. Here it is. Die. I know he has die. He has Hold My Hand, which is it's Death Host clue in it too. Adore You. Let's see. No, I thought he had the word free. Free written somewhere. I don't know. If you guys find it, you can come back and let me know. Okay, so because these are some of the songs that Michael wanted released. Okay. That he was wanting to release. Best of Joy, I'm Forever, right? Hold My Hand has something to do with the death hoax. Hollywood Tonight, I don't know. Shut Up and Dance, Back Tonight, Adore You, Scared of the Moon, Beautiful Girl, Too Late to Turn Back Now. Ain't it the truth, Michael? Let's see. And then he has these notes too. These were hung up in his bathroom, I think, because Michael used to hang up notes. That's how simple it was for him. Joe taught his children to keep it simple. Don't get too complicated. And yeah, so those are just a few of the notes, but I have so many. So, oh, this is a better copy of the no, Barry Gibb, all in the name, all in the game, right? All right, because it's all in the name, all in the game. There's the Barry Gibb MJ song. That's what he's telling us. I'm telling you, he's giving clues everywhere. Okay, this was let's see, what else is there? See the word die? I mean, I'm telling you. He was just giving us so many clues that he was going to fake his death, that he's not really dead. And then there was one clue that was directly to me, and that was in the National Examiner. Okay, and then how my documentary, Michael Jackson, Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, for the 2005 trial, how I signed that deal. Joe had started courting me, in 2006, 2007. And then in 2008, 7 weeks before the death announcement, I signed the distribution deal for Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. And the address to my distributor was the same address in the same building as the Michael Jackson Company. Okay? I mean, you guys got to remember, I remember all this stuff. Okay? You guys may not. But I remember all this stuff. And then let me show you. What was I going to show you again? The note with Barry Gibb. What was I going to show you? 7 weeks before. Oh my God. Somebody remind me. What did I just say I was going to show you guys? Somebody remind me. Okay. Somebody write that. I was going to look up something. Gosh, see how my mind goes? You guys got to remember, I am 61 years old. Okay. And I got a lot of information in this head, boy. A lot of information in this head. Okay. So let's see. If anybody, come on, somebody tell me what I was going to show you. Not the ink symbol, not that. I was going to show you something that had to do with, the setup clues. Oh, me. I know what it was. National Examiner. Okay, the clue just for me. The National Examiner. Okay, there was for the documentary, the National Examiner. Gosh, where is that? Michael Jackson may be gone. Maybe he may be gone with my free ad. Okay, my free ad in the National Examiner. Okay, oh, why does this keep messing up? National Examiner, where is that? That was the ad for me that Michael gave me, because I didn't pay for that ad in the National Examiner. Let's see. Ad, Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. Let me see. Trial and Triumph ad. Let's see if it comes up that way. It doesn't. That's what it was, trial. And it was a promotion for the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. Why does this always do that? Okay, let's see if I can find the ad for you guys. Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. Here it is. Here's the ad. Okay, because I was so devastated, you guys. When it came news, I was at UCLA that day. I left my house and I was at UCLA the day that Michael was announced dead. And it was the saddest day of my life. It was the saddest day of my life. I was devastated, and I cried every day until Valentine's Day 2010. Every day. Okay. Even though I knew certain clues and people were saying that Michael faked his death, and they were saying, Pearl, please investigate it. We trust you. Please. I was just like, no, but I saw Catherine walk in the hospital with my own eyes. And I was making excuses for the death hoax clues until I had 2 notebooks full of notes. And there was no way that all that meant nothing. Okay. This is the ad that Michael bought for me because I didn't pay for it. I couldn't afford it. Okay. Here it is for the Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. National Examiner giveaway. The King of Pop lives on. He lives on? What are you talking about? What do you mean the King of Pop lives on? Jacko may be gone? What do you mean may be gone? Maybe, but He'll live forever in this great documentary, Michael Jackson, Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. We have 5 of these, $14.90 giveaways. The film takes you behind the scene and features appearances Kanye West, poor Kanye, Germaine Jackson. Oh, I got Germaine News, Monique, and many more. Okay. Maybe Gone lives on, and that happened to be the for the Michael Jackson Immortal show. For the Michael Jackson Immortal show. I got to go in a minute, but I'm totally ready to go. Okay. For the Michael Jackson Immortal show, it was Michael Jackson Lives On, all in Mandalay Bay. And so you got this, the King of Pop Lives On, Michael Jacko. Jacko? I didn't call him Jacko. Jacko's supposed to be some racist thing. I didn't write this ad. Jacko may be gone. Okay. But he would do some just to throw you a little bit off. Is it really me? Would I call myself Jacko? Yeah, you would. Okay. To throw people off, because you know that Jacko is Jackson. Okay, it's for Jackson, but it still was a racist character. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Germaine. Oh, I got a little update news on Germaine. Germaine has been sued for sexual assault. It happened sometimes in the 80s, I believe. And this woman named Rita is suing Germaine, but she had trouble serving him. So a few videos ago, I showed that I went on the website. And it showed that, let's go on the website real quick. And then this is the last thing. I mean it. This is the last thing. Then I got to go. Let's go to lacourt.org and let's look up Germaine's case, because there's been a new development or a clarification. And Germaine's case this is Germaine's case here. And let's search for it. Okay. So the filing date was December 27, 2023, which was, they had until December 31st of 2023 to file it, or the statute of limitations would have expired and they could never file again. All right. So the next hearing is August 27th of 2024, and it's a case management conference, but in December 4th, there is a motion for order permitting plaintiff to serve defendant by publication, right? So, but then it showed here, let me show you guys. It showed here that there was proof of service by mail, This one here, motion, 6/12/2024. Order permitting plaintiff to serve defendant by publication. Here it is. She said proof of service, not the summons and the complaint, not the summons or complaint. So I guess her documentation was looked at again, and it showed that it wasn't served by publication. So maybe they served, because it's also Germaine L. Jackson, Lawan, I think his name is, middle name, Lawan Jackson Production. So they could have sent it to this production company, okay? But they didn't serve Germaine directly. So Germaine really hasn't been served yet, okay? So there is a hearing in December. Now, for defamation, it's not defamation. I don't know all the laws in the state of California. How long after you file a lawsuit do you have to serve someone? I have no idea if there's a statute of limitations for that or not, but it's at least almost a year, because she filed it December 27th. So then the hearing on that she can put it in a major publication, and they will consider that to serve someone. So Germaine is like hiding from this lawsuit, and I believe that it's totally frivolous, but I don't know. Okay. But anyway, that's it. And I really have to go. I love you all. It's been 15 wonderful years that I have been bringing Michael Jackson back to life and showing you how it's impossible for all these things to exist and Michael Jackson be dead. Michael Jackson faked his death, and he did it to retire. So anyway, guys, love you all. Go to michaeljacksoninsider.com, and then Order your Stays All Day Shay. Let's do work and play A, because everybody's got skin. I need money because we got to start finishing Alive 5. Okay, so everybody please buy some shea butter and do yourself a favor. You'll smell great and it's great for your skin. All right, so I will talk to everybody later. Love you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.